Hey everyone, here with Wizard, and this is the Frantic coding build with the new MK Ultra. Otherwise, pretty well the same list as before. And we're up against 54 card Gagarin. Could be a bit problematic. We do have Parasite for the tour guide. Yeah, should be. It might be okay. So I don't overly want to go there right at the start. I think I'm going to go just plunder his HQ, try to get agendas that he's keeping. Boot camp. No, I don't want to trash that one overly much. I want something a little bit juicier. Consulting visit. Okay, so we could spend some money here, but I'm just going to keep looking. Consulting visit. So it's probably a mid-season Scorch then. Does hit the Sensi, that's a pretty good one. So we can trash this next turn pretty comfortably. Then hopefully still get into HQ. And get a good money lead. Yeah, okay. So he's probably dumped his agenda. We need to kill Sensi. We don't necessarily need to kill anything else. Hard-hitting news, yeah. Shouldn't be a huge threat for us with the money we're opening. Do you think there's an agenda here? I'm thinking there's not, but we'll check one of these cards anyway. Museum, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Would he have a snare? Can't really see him having a snare, but I'm going to draw anyway. Tech startup. So we do have 2 slums in this deck. We're trying to draw and get one of them early. And he put Commercial Bankers Group here. Well, that's definitely a must trash. We'll just trash things every turn, not play any breakers, and try to keep up with the flow of cards. Once we get slums, we'll start eradicating his board. And we should be able to trash everything in his deck, I think. Liberated or keep trashing things? We'll do Liberated. I don't think there's any need to go really fast against him. Boot camp, sure. So we can fetch his remaining stuff. But now that Museum is unique, the amount of times you can put cards back into R&D is severely limited now. He's going to get 2 back with the Friends in High Places. That's not bad. Does it say what cards it is? No, right? So one of those is the Bankers, but I didn't see which one it was. Can we get our Sensi? We can't. Or sorry, our slums. Guess not. Keep Bankers off the table. The other one is what? Oh, the Sensi. Yeah. It's not in the archives anymore, so we have to go after it. If we go to 7, he can maybe blast us with a money card and then hard-hitting news. So we'll delay the cast a turn. What does Consulting do for him right now? Friends in High Places again. That's expensive. He's down to 1 credit. That really takes the pressure off us that he only has $1. Pad campaign. He can't res that unless he uses the boot camp. Let that sit and trash both other cards. The political ones are the ones you like absolutely have to trash. Because even like one fire off them is pretty devastating. I think I will run HQ here to avoid getting caught if he does ice his HQ next turn. With the last $4, he might get agenda now because he hasn't been able to fire his Sensi again. Get the boom, so yeah, don't mind having that in the bin. I'll have to burn through his Jacksons as well, which is a bit annoying. So we can start making accesses eventually. He's going to ice his pad campaign behind what I'm assuming is a tour guide. Unless he has Mamba Temple here, he can res a bigger ice. Yeah, it's tour guide. Get rid of that. So I'm hoping to keep him completely off money. I think it's safe now to play the daily casts. Want to get it started. And also we'll have to figure out when to start running medium and doing like one a turn. Because you can slowly chip into his R&D that way and get the agendas. Okay, anything good here? Sucker is kind of whatever. Whoops, I actually clicked that. Oh well, that happened. Yeah, goodbye, Museum of History. Again. So there's the bankers. And there's the Sensi. Can I get slums? Slums would be amazing in this matchup. I guess not. We'll have to actually just trash them the hard way again. Yeah, if we had slums right now, we would have already won this game. Oops. There's this thing now where like you can click under the menu and it's actually terrible. I don't know what they did, but how do we fix it? Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this. And we're gonna have to do 4 in there. I think that's right. And now it's like if you click on this daily cast, you're going to use it. No good. So you got to click in the middle where there's no card. And this actually used to work, and somehow it's broken now. So womp womp for that. I was hoping they would fix it, and I didn't play for a couple days because it's super annoying. But they have not fixed it. So he's going to put Jackson next, put all 3 friends in high places back, etc. Can I get slums, please? I cannot get slums. Okay. I'll bin the paperclip, bin the fem. That stuff's all right. Live with Mills, yep. Clip. I'm gonna throw the Yogg. I don't think he's got anything relevant. We have a second Yogg if we need it. I want the inject because I want to have more chances to see slums. Excuse me, because slums is like the key card for this matchup. So we'll inject next turn, probably not hit slums, but maybe. So he's putting Ice in HQ, kind of a blatant tell that he has an agenda in his hand now. But we don't even care. Like you don't need to win. You just need to trash his entire deck, and then you win the game that way. So let's check on the boot camp. I don't want him searching for Jackson. At least I want to make him actually use it. Oh, he's not going to use it. Fair. And let's start running medium, maybe. Yeah, I don't think he's anything that can hurt us in his R&D. Pad campaign, sure. So now our turn's gonna be like money, trash some things, run R&D. And that should get there. Once he ices R&D, we'll put the fam on there. Second boot camp. Why not, huh? Jackson Howard. So he doesn't draw 2 with it. I guess he already wanted to put 3 of these back. See, I don't like playing it off Consulting Visit. It costs so much to put these cards back. And like we can and will trash them. Let's draw for slums. No slums. All right. Like we're effectively paying $2 and 2 clicks, and he's paying $4 and 2 clicks. Which is not a great trade, right? He's on 1 cred. I think it's safe to play Daily Cast here. I'll save the crew for a contract. We'll go on R&D and yep. Man, if it weren't for a wizard, the game would be in such a brutal place. Like, people would just install cards until they won. This kind of like spam is too ridiculous otherwise. So no, I wouldn't bother running the medium. I would just keep trashing all this stuff. But with the contract, we can actually get enough value. Is he going to sail him for contract? That's weird. I don't know what is worth firing on right here. Huh, he went for the contract. I mean, he's got no way to know that I even had it, so that's a bit strange to me. I guess he sees my hand. Can I get slums? Apparently not. That's fine. I don't think there's any reason to hide what this is. Like sometimes they'll be afraid you have like a clot on it, for example. City Hall. Kronos Project. That's funny. I don't have any recursion anyway. Yeah. So sooner or later, the densities pile up, right? The density starts at the normal amount, and then every time you put a card in archives, the density changes. It gets higher and higher. Before, when you had like 3 museums, you could reduce it by putting more than 1 card back into your deck at a time. And now this is thankfully unique. You can just grind them down that way. So it's not particularly exciting of a matchup. And if we had had our slums show up, we would have just crushed them completely. But I think as is, if you play Wizard, then you're fine. And if you don't play Wizard, then you're not really playing competitive. So I think Wizard is like the best runner by a long shot right now for competitive play. Because otherwise you get just spammed out by garbage. Like random people installing stuff. And that's not really fun to lose to. So I'm going to bring Wizards to all tournaments until further notice kind of thing. Thanks for watching.